Hi, I'm Keturah Stickann, and I am the stage director in MadisonOpera's production of Everlasting Fame. So, 1897, Greenbrier County, West Virginia, a woman is found dead at the bottom of the stairs. Her friend finds her, and the doctor doesn't really do an exam, so he just calls it an everlasting faint, which is what they said when they didn't know how women died. And she appears as a ghost to her mother 3 times and tells her mother exactly how she died, and that's at the hands of her husband. And her mother goes to the doctor and says, I need an exhumation, and goes to a lawyer and gets the judge to sign an exhumation order. And in that order, they exhume, they do an autopsy. She was right. She died exactly the way the ghost said. And we take it to court, and the rest is history. World premieres are a special thing in the opera world. They happen more than they used to, but they're rare. And the amazing thing about working on a world premiere is that it's never been done before, so there's no precedent. So everybody walking in the door is discovering how this role, how this piece, how this music needs to go for the very first time. And there's something, knowing that you're doing history, that you're living history in the moment of putting a piece together like that is really, it feels important and it feels exciting, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So in August, I went to Greenbrier County, Lewisburg, West Virginia specifically, and I spent 4 days there and spent a lot of time at the Historical Society, they were wildly helpful. They drove me around, they showed me where to go, they sent me to places where I could see the sites that happened in this story. And so I got to see the church, I got to see her grave, I got to see the courthouse where Preston, the lawyer's offices were. So many of the buildings in Lewisburg were there in 1897. I mean, it's a very historic, in fact, the whole city, the downtown area is on the National Historic Register. So everything feels the way it would have felt when you were there in 1897 while the trial was taking place. The church is really where she's buried and where she was married, just really an incredible place. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's on a 1-lane, still in 2026, a 1-lane road. And when you get up the hill where you have to just pull over into ditches to let other cars pass, it's so remote and quiet and peaceful. And the church is still used, and there's little electric candles in all the windows, and I just remember feeling like there was nobody at the church, but they still have this light in the window. Her mother and father are buried there, she's buried there, and it's just this lovely small cemetery that's still being used to this day. So it felt really special and community-based, and I loved the quiet of being there and being able to sit with her. And also her grave is covered in trinkets that people have brought. They've brought birds, they've brought rings, they've brought coins, and they're everywhere all over her grave. So it just feels like people still care about her even today, and that's really special. Getting to go to the areas where the opera took place just helped me learn how remote places are and how lonely people like Mary Heaster would have felt, and just the rural atmosphere really helped me understand how these characters would have functioned in society together. One of the coolest things about being in Lewisburg and Greenbrier County is that the mythology of this story is still huge. People still talk about it. When you walk into coffee shops and you say, oh, I'm doing a piece about the Greenbrier Ghost, everyone knows who the Greenbrier Ghost is. So this is just a really exciting thing to be in that area and realize how present her spirit still is in Greenbrier County. So I learned a lot, and it was just such an exciting and overwhelming experience for me. First of all, I hope that they take away the strength of women. I think that's such a huge part of what Scott and Sandra were trying to say in this opera, is that women as a collective are very, very strong together. The 2 women, Martha and Mary, the mother and the woman of the son who finds Elva, are in lockstep with each other. And I think it's so important that women band together to be a force for good in the universe. And that's what this opera shows us. This opera is so tuneful and beautiful and heartbreaking. And I think if you like a good ghost story, if you like a good tune, if you like a good folk music, if you like a trial a murder mystery, all of this is encompassed inside of Everlasting Faint. And I think it's just absolutely worthy of being seen, and I hope you will come see it.